yards as he's down at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Go. 120! Hey,
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Give me that ball, defense. Hey, box truck.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Lefty. Check 37.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 56 yards.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey, Haywood.
42 the mic, boy. 42 the mic.
I smell fear in that offense.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders there to make the grab. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
Next the score, Eagles 7, Packers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, You just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Equanimeous St. Brown, 67 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check pass, check pass. List by 2. 81.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Flush to his right. And Sanders has got it complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike's 4-2.
Wentz now to throw. And oh, look at that. A diving catch.
We got this.
A gain of 19 yards. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wentz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now Wentz on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Get in the weight room. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Take 30. Hey, Alpha. Plant.
On first down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Mike's 47.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Hey, 88.
Throwing again. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He'll get this to Jay Kumaro. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On first down, Sanders. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Jair Alexander on the tackle. A gain of 4.
Mike,
It's now 2nd and 6.
Check. Mike 42. I got you. I got you.
From the 39, Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All day, defense. All day. All day. Watch the motion.
To throw, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing on second and long. Wentz. That's complete to Jeffrey. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 21 yards. Wentz now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Hey, Charlie. I'm coming after you.
From the 16, Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust?
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack. To try again after the sack. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. It's caught here by Adams. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Wahoo! Ricky. Out. Back north. Watch the eye.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Now a first down carry by Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Equanimeous St. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Crosby with the extra point, and that will tie things up at 13. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Check safety. No.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 57 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing now is Wentz. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Give them 32 on the play. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's complete to Adams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
13 spill. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 7 with the mic.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 80 weapon.
So that'll back him up 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Go. Check it out, Reed.
Wentz now on first down. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw again on second down. Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Now Wentz. Well, that's complete to Sanders. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Hey, Red 5-2, on here.
Check.
Great.
2's the mic. Check. 42's the mic.
Bravo.
I got you.
Wait, son.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Rodgers now on first down. Complete. It's Irvin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hey, Zoo. Plant. 27. Check Mike. 27. Inside.
Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Hey, check Mike, 27. X3, 218, chop it. Army. Hey, alert 3. Line left. Safe. Check. Line left. Watch him.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Zoom. Right now, you got 58. I'm trying to collect. We are going. Switch gears.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. Flushed out right. He's got Adams on the hookup. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw, Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big jobs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, Jump in the stands, no man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have